Good morning, and welcome to the Heimaey Islands. And I know I'm butchering that name again too, but this is a little group of islands that are just off of the coast of Iceland. And as you can see, there's an island right here with a little house right in the center of the little cup of the island. And then further off in the distance, you can see mainland Iceland. These are just off the coast. You can see over there the snowy peaks. That's mainland Iceland. So this little group of islands is the ones that we're going to today. Not sure, maybe there's a bigger one coming up in the distance. It looks like there's another one at the front of the ship. Maybe a little bit bigger possibly. But these islands, today we're going to see puffins. So puffins is a small bird with an orange beak. They're kind of like the penguins of the Arctic. So hopefully we'll see some of them. The tour is called Puffins and Volcanoes. And we could not find this on any of the other tour operator sites. So this is a tour operator that's totally independent, not going through Viator, not going through Get Your Guide or any of the other sites, just an independent guide. And I'll put a link to this. Remember that I edit the video. So you'll see later on exactly where we got this trip. But I'll show you what the cruise line offers for this port in just a second.
Welcome to day number 9 of our trip. Today, we're in a small group of islands off the coast of Iceland. This is called the Westman Islands. And this little small group of islands is where we're heading to. And the place that we're going to is called Heimaey. So this is the town in the Westman Islands. As you can see, there's not a whole lot here. This is a small island also. This is their main airport right here. So this one you could walk around a good bit of the island if you wanted to. And the ship is going to be here. It's going to arrive at port at 7 o'clock in the morning and depart at 4 o'clock in the evening. So a pretty long day here for this small of an island. And what we're looking at is the excursions that Carnival has. This is the excursions for Heimaey, which is the Westman Islands. There's only 5 to choose from. So, like I say, don't know if we want to do any of these or not. But this is what we're going to do, is we're going to book in advance exactly what we want to do. And what we were looking at doing is seeing puffins and volcanoes. So online, we found this website, Asia Tours, that has puffins and volcanoes. So what we're going to do is book this in advance and pay for it in advance before we ever go. So this is what we could expect. And this tour, we didn't book through any other ones. We booked it online directly through the company itself. So we didn't go through anybody else. But this is how much it costs. So it's 2 adults from 9:30 to 11:30, so approximately 2 hours. And if you look at the price, it's 21,000 Icelandic kroners. So you would think that that's expensive. But what I'm going to do is show you how much that actually equates to in US dollars. So 21,000 Icelandic krona equals $156 US dollars. And that's for 2 people. So you divide that out by 2, $60 is about $80 a person for this trip, as opposed to the prices that we're looking at here. And remember, the island you can almost walk around. So what we're going to do is, I'm guessing that this, where it says volcanoes and puffins, here's the volcano right at the edge of town, so you could almost walk there if you wanted. And the puffins I was looking at, or looks like on this western side of the island, is where that they have, according to online, the largest puffin community. So we'll see both of those on this same tour.
Well, we are really close to the islands, but so far we haven't been given permission to leave and take the tender boats over to the island because the seas are a little rocky. There was one boat back here that they're trying to get situated and see how if they're going to be able to get people off the ship. They're pretty rocky right now, and like I say, you have to get from the big ship to the small ship to get ashore. And you see how much it's rocking right there. So I give it a 50-50 chance of them allowing people to go to shore. Maybe a little less than 50-50. If so, they'll cancel this port and off to the next port we'll go. But you can see up on the birds on the island. There are birds everywhere on the side of here. Those white spots that you see are where the birds are nesting and doing their business at. So that's bird poop. But the puffins are up on the grassy areas, farther up the mountain. There you can see the little white specks. And with a different camera, I was able to see some of the puffins at a distance, but able to see some. So now it's just a matter of if they're going to allow us ashore or not. And you can see the town is over in this general direction. See the town through the split right there. What it is like a partially blown off volcano, and the town is sitting around the edge of it, the crater of it. So we're still waiting to see if we're going to be able to get off and get over there.
Thinking we might cancel this port, I brought out another camera to get as many pictures as I could, and I'm glad I did. Here you can see some of the puffins hidden in the small holes along the island. They were all over whenever you looked through binoculars. Hopefully I don't make you sick with this little video, but I'm trying to take pictures of all the birds and all the puffins that are hidden amongst the rocks. But you're on a moving ship and the wind is blowing pretty hard. It's kind of hard to keep still. Of course, I'm not a good videographer either, but anyway, it's as best as I could do with what these circumstances that I had. So don't get sick. Here you can see all the white dots that are up in the green field. Those are all puffins. The chicks are up in the holes that are inside the cliff. That's where you see it. The cliff is kind of wavy. It's all puffin nests that are buried inside the cliff. I wish I had more time to get a better video, but while I'm videoing this, the ship starts to pull away from the island. Heimaey is going off in the distance. I'm hoping that the ship's trying to get a better position, but it's not. It's being canceled. But luckily, we got all of our money back from our puffin tour.
Well, the way they're pulling away from the dock here, the island, looks like our puffing trip maybe cut a little short. May not have puffins this time. We'll have to save that maybe for another day. We're still waiting for the final call. But seeing that they're leaving the islands right now, definitely isn't a good sign. So we'll wait and see if we see puffins later. You can see the island though, all the volcanic activity that's been going on around it. This side has no trees because the island was evacuated not too long ago. I'd say probably 2-3 years ago they evacuated the island thinking that this side was going to blow, and it did. It appears they may have called off docking. Here's the river pilot, or the port pilot, is leaving, going back to his port. But we are leaving the island, so looks like no puffins this trip.
Very unsafe. We will not be able to visit Heimaey Westman Islands. And we know this change will impact your plans and are really sorry for the disappointment this may cause. However, we trust you understand this decision was made with everyone's safety in mind. Our amazing team has prepared a full day of activities and entertainment that we know you will enjoy. Let me just repeat once again. Most important part, due to unfavorable weather, sea conditions, we had more than 1 meter, more than 3 feet of swell down there at the tender embarkations, which would make our shuttle operations very unsafe. We are not going to be able to visit the port today. I'm now going to turn you over to the cruise director, Gary, for more details. Thank you very much for your attention.
Well, a very good morning to Carnival Miracle family. This is Gary, your cruise director here. Just wanting to reiterate the captain's previous announcement that unfortunately, due to unfavorable weather conditions that would make the water shuttle operation very unsafe this morning, we will not be able to visit today's port of call. Of course, this is never the best news to deliver, and we sincerely apologize for any disappointment that this causes. However, what we will do is turn this day around and make sure that it is one of the most fun sea days that you will experience. We're going to get new programming up and running for each and every one of you, and of course, we sincerely apologize once again for any disappointment that this causes. We'll be back with some more information shortly, folks. Thank you very, very much for your understanding there. And again, we're going to be putting on a lot of fun for you today to get out and enjoy. Thank you so much again, and have a good morning.
Today we received our certificate for crossing the Arctic Circle. On a previous cruise, we got one for crossing the Antarctic Circle, so now we have both.
So it looks like today is just going to be sailing around the bottom tip of Iceland. But we're not going to let it get us down. We're going to go have breakfast. So that will be the highlight of our morning now. But Iceland is a whole lot of snow and big mountains over there. Can't see probably as good on camera, but it's tall mountains.
I haven't shown you a whole lot of breakfast meals, but today I had pancakes. And Cheryl, well, she had sausage and eggs and tater tots, or I reckon that's what you'd call them. And of course I had a little bit of yogurt. No skyr, but good yogurt. And our employee of the day today is Jay, our cabin steward. He was always greeting us in the hallway and watching us whenever we left. When we did, he'd come in real fast like a ninja and clean everything.
Our shore excursion was canceled today. We decided to go out and flock the ship with ducks. So we're hiding ducks all around the ship. That's the one hidden right there. We are finding all kinds of places to hide ducks at today. We've already found one. Apparently other people are doing the same thing. There's another one. So we're hiding all that we can. I think we had about a couple dozen to hide. So we'll go all around the ship, put all of them out. And we'll also add the ones that we have also found, throw them out too. But we're looking around for other ducks that people are hiding and just gonna take a picture of them. But I don't see any in here. Of course, this is a, oh, never mind. There is a duck. duck didn't hide. So if that was your duck that you hid, we found it. And we're going to re-hide him.
Slower in Italian. Question number 1. English Queen Lady Jane Grey ruled for how many days? English Queen Lady Jane. Peru is correct. Number 4. Akureyri, black and what other color are depicted on the flag of the Bahamas?
Yellow.
So,
Yellow.
my answer states gold, but yellow is fine. Yellow is fine.
Placed into a team. I'm thinking everybody from this side to about, let's say to this side of the pole. So, excuse me, sir, with the cool hat, you have to decide. Do you like these people or do you not like these people? I'm talking today.
Depends on the day.
Yeah, we're fine. Okay, so you can stay with them. So everybody from this side, go all the way around. You guys are team number 1. Team number 1 makes noise. Okay, and you get to stay with your family. But everybody from this side to about, let's say right here. My friend right there in the black hoodie. Everybody from there to about there. You guys are team number 2. Team number 2 makes noise. I expected more from you. I'm sorry.
Number 13. In what country would you find the Leaning Tower of Pisa? In what country would you find the Leaning Tower of Pisa? Number 14. How many sides does a square have? Yup. How many?
In addition to the military honoring, today is Memorial Day. So they have the flag hanging up in the middle of the ship. Possibly a Memorial Day service coming in the future. And we're heading off to our next stop, which was Kirkwall. And the seas are a little bit rougher here, so they're going a little slower. Good thing we missed the port, otherwise we'd have to go through this fast and the ship would be rocky. But right now, seas are a little bit rough.
As we look off in the distance, I'm actually whale watching. But from here you can see just how slow that we're going now. Seeing we didn't stop at the last port, we can go a little bit slower through the waves and catch them at just the right angle so that, well, it's not rocking all the guests as much. So even though we missed the port, there is some bright lining to missing that port. The seas are a little bit calmer. And while Cheryl and I are sitting around having a cookie or 3, well, there's no time to be sorrowful about the port that we missed. So the crew is, well, we're on the fun ship. So what do whenever that people aren't having a good time? You have a party, and that's exactly what the crew does.
One of the good things about a sea day, unlimited ice cream. Ice cream.
And after a brief stop in the room for a nap, well, I had a computer mishap. The last 4 days of the menus were accidentally deleted. So we're going to do without it, and I'm going to tell you what I did. I know this was Cheryl. She had the garden salad. And, well, I know this is me because I have it every night. The Caesar salad. After all, I get the Caesar salad almost every night. And one other thing that they have that's good on the ship is the squid, the fried calamari. You wouldn't think it would be good, but it's surprisingly good on the ship. If I see it on the menu, I'm probably going to get it. And the next thing, I have no idea what it was. It wasn't mine, that's something that Cheryl ordered. Couldn't tell you if it was good or bad, but I know it wasn't me that ordered it. The last thing was the fried pork chop. Both of us had this, and well, it was good. So, fried pork chop for both of our entrees. And we are on the fun ship, so this entertainer, who's actually a server, could be with the Indonesian Chippendales. He made us smile the whole time that he was there dancing for us. So yes, Parlin, you are our entertainer of the day. And we are going to finish up the night at the Punchliner, watching a comedian. Can't video anything in here.
First drink is free, so the first one for Cheryl, a Bloody Mary. And for me, Carnival Cosmo. Yeah, something different. Not a beer, but pretty good. We've had these before. And the waves have really kicked up now. Everything here is rocking. You can see from here. Looks like we have about maybe 10-foot swells, 12-foot swells, something like that. So pretty good swells in the water. You can feel us going up and down. People having problems walking around the ship real easy. And I didn't show you earlier today. Well, we played trivia and won. So this is the big trivia medallion, what everybody's going for. Yep, general knowledge trivia. The general knowledge expert, apparently. Winner!
And what started out as a bummer day ended up being an excellent day. And they made the fun ships fun today. Join us for day number 10, an exciting sea day again tomorrow as we make our way toward the Orkney Islands where we go to Kirkwall. And if you like today's video, give us the thumbs up button at the bottom. And as always, thanks for watching.